Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Many people know the Guest House of Milwaukee for the shelter it provides to the city's homeless community, but you may not be aware of other services they deliver.
Amy Rowell is here with their mission and the evolving needs of the community. Good to have you here, Amy.
Good morning.
Great
Thanks
to
for
see
having
you.
me.
Yeah, I love it. You know, we went out not long ago to the Guest House to deliver coffee, and you've kind of had some updates. You've been in the middle of this major construction project, and a lot of people want to know, where's it at? What's happened since then?
I'm very excited to sit here today and say that our construction project is complete.
Wow.
So we did a complete renovation of our now 121-year-old building, and it also added 8,000 square feet of brand new construction. Some of the highlights of the project, we renovated the dorms, added some handicap accessible bathrooms, added an elevator, commercial grade kitchen, some nice storage area, and really expanded our office space.
I remember that kitchen. It was beautiful.
And what a transformation. That's great. In terms of the services that you've been providing, this year actually marks 35 years that you've been helping the community, which is an incredibly long time to be working and helping and serving in the community. How do you feel like you've had to evolve over the years in order to meet those needs?
That's a great question. I would start by answering that by saying, you know, a lot of people don't even know that we exist still. And 35 years is a long time to be serving the community and not have that awareness. Those that do know about us really only know us for our shelter services, but we provide so much more than shelter. We have really expanded, especially over the last decade, focusing on permanent solutions, independent and dignified solutions, which means housing. We have over 450 apartment units that we support with case management, and that's formerly homeless men, women, and families. These are individuals that without that additional support would not be able to maintain their independence, but with it they can live by themselves in a very dignified way, and we're very excited to provide that service.
It's great.
And we also provide services to at-risk homeless. So our mission historically had been to help individuals experiencing homelessness, but now we can help those at risk of becoming homeless as well as those who were formerly homeless to be able to maintain their independence, which is a really exciting thing to be a part of.
Yeah. I remember a couple of things I was really impressed with is the ring the doorbell for a sandwich.
Yes.
If anybody rings the doorbell and they're hungry, you'll give them a sandwich.
Absolutely. We are focused on our entire community, including our immediate neighborhood. We're in the King Park neighborhood, which has some unique challenges. And a lot of individuals will ring our doorbell looking for food, so we will pass out sandwiches and bag lunches. Those are all things provided by the community, which is even more exciting.
Well, I love that, and I love the fact that you have an urban garden across the street, and the men who stay in your apartments and in your temporary beds, they tend to the garden and create part of the food that goes into your kitchen.
Absolutely. It is a community garden, so it does benefit the gentlemen in shelter as well as those in housing, our neighbors. We give a lot to local food pantries and meal programs. Last year it was about 500 pounds of produce that we were able to turn back to the community. But you're right, when the gentlemen come and volunteer or members of the community volunteer in that garden, it's so therapeutic for everybody. It brings everyone together.
Well, and they take so much pride, you know, in the area that they're living and in that garden. It gives everybody a little bit of purpose in the community.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad that you were able to come and see that firsthand, because we know people coming and experiencing that, it's a game changer.
It really is.
They have all these ideas of what they think that we're doing and the individuals that we're serving, and then they come and they see they're just people who are having a hard time right now that really desperately want to regain their independence.
That's really neat. Now let's talk about what's going on right now, and that's this Guest House Giving Day campaign now through March 21st. And what's exciting about this is if people are able to give, the money that you contribute is matched dollar for dollar up to $15,000.
That's right. So we kicked it off last week. I know it's a little bit confusing that it's Giving Day, but it's actually a campaign. But it finishes on March 21st. And so we're hoping that the community will get behind us. Our ultimate goal is $50,000, but as you mentioned, the first $15,000 is matched dollar for dollar by some really generous local friends of the Guest House. It's really critical that we make our goal, because funds in the first quarter for most nonprofits are usually limited. For us, that's no different. So this $50,000 goal we feel is achievable. We met it last year. We're a little behind where we were last year. I think I logged onto the portal this morning and we're just over $500 that's been given so far. We know a lot of people will be mailing in their donation or they're still yet to give. But it's a little bit exciting to kind of watch that total go up, and we really hope that your viewers might get behind that.
And what will you use the money for?
Operations of our shelter and for our programming, that's so critical.
And I
Yeah.
think it's wonderful too that you mentioned that the shelter is sort of how you're known, but there's all these other housing projects that you're sort of connected to that get people back into the community
Yes.
and not just providing
Independent.
temporary shelter, but helping them, have independent lives and grow, which is wonderful. So here's the information we want to share with people because we certainly want you to reach your goal. There's just over $500 right now. Your goal is $50,000, and if you give, it's matched. Remember, which is fantastic. Guesthouseofmilwaukee.org. Giving Day is going on now through March 21st, and can people go to the website and just click and
can.
be able to donate right online?
Yes.
Fantastic. Great to see you, Amy.
Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
Amy.
Thank you so much.